Welcome to the 2016 Blossomtime Festival Grand Floral Parade, presented by Whirlpool and Lowe's, sponsored on WSBT by Lakeland Healthcare, Gardner's Outdoor Power Equipment, Fagley Landscaping, Viking Grill, Forever Clean Soaps, the Wajack Area Federal Credit Union, Imperial Furniture, Southwest Michigan College, Simonini Gourmet, Walcarusa Dime Store, Henry's Hamburgers, The Crockery, Smalls Garden Center, Judd Lumber, Jim D's Body Shop, and Shelton Farm Markets. Live from St. Joseph, Michigan, here are your hosts, WSBT's First in the Morning team, Bob Montgomery and Leanne Tokars.
And good afternoon. Welcome to the 2016 Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade on WSBT and SBT2. I'm Bob Montgomery from WSBT-22 First in the Morning. Of course, this is Leanne Tokars, and we will be with you this afternoon for the next couple of hours celebrating with Southwest Michigan, an annual ushering in of spring, of course, with the Blossomtime Parade.
Yeah, the theme for this year's festival is Blossomtime's Greatest Hits, as in music's greatest hits, which is such a fun theme. Really loaded with lots of possibilities for float decorations and designs. And this is set up to be really a fantastic year. This is the 110th year for this festival. And today you're going to see marching bands, musical units, 27 beautifully decorated floats, antique cars, trucks, fire trucks, Shriner units, loads of popular costumed characters, clowns, and really so much more.
And of course, don't forget about all the beautiful queens representing the 23 communities that make this Michigan's oldest and largest multi-community event. Festival parade. It is such a great time. A total of 133 units with this edition of the Grand Floral Parade, promising to be a really fitting conclusion to this 110th celebration of the Blossomtime Festival in Southwest Michigan.
Now, the parade route is just under 2 miles, starting at the corner of Main and Pearl Streets in St. Joseph, Michigan. It turns right onto Ship Street, where the participants will roll and march on past the judges' reviewing stand and our television cameras.
Should be fun. The parade will then take a turn to cross the bridge over the St. Joseph River, crossing over into Benton Harbor and ending at Main and 6th Streets, tying these two great communities together.
Now, each year we strive to make the parade broadcast a little better than the year before. And this year our broadcast is in full high definition. Thanks to LaCie Productions, we are producing the broadcast out of their brand new state-of-the-art high definition remote truck. We are televising the parade today with 7 HD cameras, full HD graphics, and video playback. And when we come back, we'll take a look at the 2016 Blossomtime Festival this year, leading up to today's big event, the Grand Floral Parade. Oh, we're so glad you're with us this afternoon. You know, the Blossomtime pageant began in 1924, and back then the winner was chosen through a newspaper ballot. Well, today things are very different. Communities hold their own contest to select a queen to represent each community.
It's a great opportunity. Back in March, of course, these queens come together in a 2-night pageant with queens representing all 23 communities to compete for the title Miss Blossomtime. Now, we need to thank our friends at News Talk 94.9 WSJM for providing us with some of the behind-the-scenes video you'll see in today's broadcast.
Now, this past week, the Blossomtime Court, made up of all the pageant winners, went on a community goodwill tour. And every year, the newsroom gets calls, people wondering who is on that tour bus having the police escort. Well, this past Monday, WSBT-22 welcomed the Blossomtime Court for a tour of the WSBT-22 studios. Many in the court have an interest in communications or broadcasting, and this is really a chance for them to tour behind the scenes. They tried their hand at the big green weather wall and even had some one-on-one time with Bob and Carrie before the midday news.
Yeah, it's always a fun time. It's always a great opportunity to talk to the young kids, and of course, they peppered me with some great questions.
And we had a chance to talk with both Ms. Blossomtime, Ashley Sipla, and Mr. Blossomtime, Armani May, about what it means to them to win the Blossomtime pageant.
It means so much. It's really hard to put into words how much it means, because this is a tradition that's been around for 106 years, and there's 23 community queens, so in order to win this, it's a really big deal. And I mean, I've gone to the Blossomtime parades ever since I was little, and I've always looked up to them, so it just really means a lot.
This was something I would never, ever do, but it's a new experience, and I'm always open to new opportunities, so I would always encourage people to step outside of your comfort zone and try something new. Don't stick to the status quo.
And And the Blossomtime Festival sprang up in 1906 from the growing agricultural industry. Southwest Michigan has long been regarded as a premier agriculture and fruit-growing region. And to honor that, the court took a day for the annual farm tour. The court toured vineyards and orchards. They also went into the barns and pastures to see cattle and pig operations. And the highlight, I'm sure, was some of the large equipment used in agribusiness. When you're surrounded by farms and fields, it's easy to take it for granted. And the farm tour is a way to teach the importance of this business to our next generation.
My grandmother actually has a farm, but it was so amazing to actually travel through Southwest Michigan and see how much we actually do play a role for our area. And it was really cool because we got to, hold baby pigs. We got to then see what goes on behind the scenes and with the meat and everything. So it was a really cool experience.
It's actually learning a lot. We know that Michigan, Southwest Michigan is very important to our agricultural system, but it's better just getting a visual of seeing it, and it's just different going out and seeing it.
Now, amid all the celebrations today for Blossomtime, there are some heavy hearts in the crowd today. Of course, we're talking about Denise Bone, who had strong ties to Blossomtime and, of course, the entire community, and she lost her life. Here's a look back at Denise's career.
Grand Floral Parade.
As a journalist, you don't always get to pick your stories, but Blossomtime was one Denise Bone loved to tell, because for her, it wasn't just an assignment. It was personal, a dose of nostalgia. Denise competed in the same pageants that years later she'd take great pride in covering. A true professional in her field, Denise's talents could have taken her anywhere. But she chose to stay here, to celebrate a community that celebrated her. A mom, a friend, a cancer survivor, a true advocate of everything this day and Southwest Michigan truly stands for. And welcome back. The Blossomtime Festival's Grand Floral Parade is about to begin. You can hear those sirens that always signals the start of the parade.
Yeah, that's the big sign, and you know the parade is about to begin. You hear the sirens, of course, you see the flashing lights, and that means we are ready to go, and off they go. The first group of squad cars is from the city of St. Joseph, the city of Benton Harbor, and the Benton Harbor Charter Township. Benton Harbor Charter Township is also bringing up the rear on this original unit. The St. Joseph and St. Joseph cars leading the way, with Benton Harbor, the Benton Harbor cars leading the way as well. The Benton Harbor Charter Township cars to the Communications Parade pace car for the drill team. Now, Blossomtime has always enjoyed the full cooperation of the many law enforcement units throughout the Blossomtime Festival events, and they're especially proud to salute the local agencies by including them in this Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade.
Now, the first sign that this parade is truly underway is when you hear and see the Indianapolis Police Motorcycle Drill Team. The distinctive sounds of those Harley motorcycle engines and those red and blue strobes flashing. It's a sure crowd pleaser in St. Joseph, Michigan today. Now, this will be the 53rd year that the famed Indy Motorcycle Drill Team has led the Grand Floral Parade through the host communities of St. Joseph and Benton Harbor. Originating in 1954, Lieutenant Omi Lloyd of the Indianapolis Police Department Motorcycle Unit formed a group of 7 officers to ride their police motorcycles in several American Legion events.
Now, the reason for 7 was to spell Indiana on the windshields using large plastic letters, as you can see here. After seeing the first year, the other officers and All-American Legion veterans as well wanted to join the team. So in 1955, the team increased to 12 riders, enough to spell out Indianapolis. The teams today are full-time police officers who perform with the same motorcycles they use on their daily patrols and traffic enforcement. They travel all across the country performing in parades at schools, children's hospitals, nursing homes, and other worthy events. The drill team has performed in several presidential inaugural parades, the Indianapolis 500 Parade, the Orange Fiesta and Holiday Bowls, the Kentucky Derby, countless Florida festivals, and over 30 American Legion National Convention parades. In 1963, Bob Bramsey, a young businessman in Benton Harbor, secured an invitation to the drill team to participate in the Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade.
And through their Blossomtime relationship with the drill team, the late Bob Bramsey, former parade chairman, and his wife Helen, who have sponsored the team's appearances in the Grand Floral Parade since 1964, have developed many lasting friendships in the Indianapolis area. Helen Bramsey graciously continues to sponsor the drill team each year. The current team of 20 officers continues this long-standing tradition in 2016. All of the members of the team, led by Sergeant Brett McAtee, drill master, have commented that they truly love to come to the Blossomtime Festival because of the warm reception they receive from the people of Southwest Michigan. Let's watch to see if the officer does his famous trick of standing on his moving bike. Now, and just at home, keep in mind, youngsters and adults alike are warned not to try these tricks at home. Standing on the seat of your bike, yeah, pretty dangerous. It could be hazardous to your health.
I would say so. Wow, impressive.
Yeah.
Again, kids, don't try that at home. All right, let's hear from Brett McAtee. He is a sergeant and drill master and the leader of this troop.
Actually, it kind of marks the start of our season, and of course it's the biggest highlight of the year for us, as it's been for many, many years. And with the weather looking like it is now, it's going to be a great day and a great parade.
Wow, very impressive. Okay, our next entry is another annual tradition. And of course, this is a very big tradition as well for the Blossomtime Parade. Before the pace car comes through, we're going to get the salutes from this Indianapolis motorcycle team. And it's always impressive to see these guys do what they do. And the roar of those engines, Leanne, it's just, it's deafening here. You can't necessarily hear it from a long distance. They get close to you, and boy, it is loud.
Yeah, and look at all the kids watching them. They're so excited. And those guys have such control over those motorcycles.
Yeah, it's amazing. These guys are pros. Again, kids, don't try this at home. Boy, what a great sight, huh? And
It's really the start of so much fun here today.
off they go. And that is the traditional start of the Blossomtime. Of course, the kiss was for Helen Bramsey. And you are looking now at the Indianapolis 500 pace car. The pace car this year, a 2016 SS Camaro. The official festival car for the 2016 Indianapolis 500 is the all-new 2016 Chevy Camaro SS. These are cars powered by the LTV V8 455 horsepower, 455 pound-foot of torque. Of course, shuttled to the rear wheels. It is a fast, fast car.
And representing the Berrien County Sheriff's Department are Sheriff Paul Bailey and retired Sheriff Nick Jewell, riding in this awesome 1966 Plymouth Fury Berrien County Squad Car number 30, owned and restored by Berrien County Deputy Sheriff Bill Achterberg. All the equipment, lights, siren, radio, shotgun rack, and decals are period correct. This car is a tribute to law enforcement, both past and present.
Yeah, very neat there. The second group of squad cars, including the Berrien County Sheriff's Department and Michigan State Police, always, of course, a big delight to have the area's law enforcement in this parade.
Now, Whirlpool Corporation and Lowe's are once again the generous sponsors of the 110th celebration of Southwest Michigan's premier event, the Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade. The Blossomtime Festival and all 23 of its participant communities wish to thank these communities' spirited businesses for making the 2016 Grand Floral Parade possible.
And of course, a parade like this doesn't happen without major help from the sponsors. With us, Sab Abdelnauer with Whirlpool Corporation, talking about the Blossomtime Parade.
It is a big deal. 110 years for Blossom Time. Whirlpool's been involved for almost 105 years. It's unbelievable for the community. It kicks off summer and it brings our communities together. We're very excited about the whole thing.
Deputy Dave Lee, of course, presenting colors, are members of the Berrien County Sheriff's Honor Guard, a long-standing tradition of the Grand Floral Parade, always an impressive sight.
Now, if you follow sports news, then you've been hearing lots about our Grand Marshal, Kaiser Gondrzik. Whether it's ESPN, USA Today, Detroit News, Detroit Free Press, local TV and newspapers, we're probably hearing a lot of positive things about Kaiser. The accolades keep piling up for this young woman. She was named Miss Basketball in Michigan, indicating she is the best player in Michigan. Selected to the Jordan Brand Classic, Michigan's 2015-2016 Gatorade Player of the Year, 2016 Benton Spirit Woman of the Year. Received the key to the city of Benton Harbor, just to name a few awards. Gondrzik is set to play college basketball for the University of Michigan next year. Now, her older sister, Calabria, who was Miss Blossomtime last year, plays for the Wolverines' arch rival, Michigan State. Benton Harbor High senior Kaiser Gondrzik also established herself on and off the court as a leader and role for youth. She's hoping to build on those experiences during the next phase of her life as an incoming freshman at University of Michigan, where she'll continue letting people know that there's more to her life story than basketball. Now, Kaiser said there's nothing like being a Benton Harbor Tiger.
The Berrien County Mounted Division, under the supervision of Sheriff Paul Bailey, first established back in 1948. This year marks year 65, the 65th anniversary, making it the oldest volunteer mounted unit in the state of Michigan. Pretty impressive. The Mounted Division consists of 18 volunteers. They have about 10 to 12. They've covered multiple events throughout the years, donating 2,400 man-hours just this year alone so far. The unit proudly represents the Sheriff's Department and local parades, providing security for an array of events like Blossom Time functions, Lane Automotive Classic Car Show, and the biggest event, managing event parking and assisting in security at the Berrien County Youth Fair. The mounted unit's also trained in search and rescue efforts conducted in rough terrain for lost children or the elderly. Each fall, the unit asks local businesses to support their coats, boots, hats, and gloves drive. The warm winter weather clothing is distributed to local schools based on need.
Oh, take a look at this. The first band of the afternoon is from one of the host communities, St. Joseph. They have 100 members in the St. Joseph High School Marching Band, led by drum majors Liam Walls and Audrey Drotos. Always impressive, the 13-member flag corps is dressed in black pants with multicolored tops, and the band's uniforms are white jackets with navy and gold trim, navy blue pants, topped off with blue and white hats. This band has consistently won many awards and highest ratings for its musical and marching abilities at various marching band competitions throughout the state, including straight first division ratings at MSVOA festivals. Aaron Engelman is the band director, and the assistant director is Thomas Browner. You'll hear the St. Joseph fight song and various drum cadences. Now, just to let you know, it's a Blossom Time Grand Floral Parade tradition that the host city's high school bands take turns being first and last in the parade each year. This St. Joseph band builds up the parade energy, and you can be sure the Benton Harbor Marching Band will be just as exciting when they wrap up this parade in the next couple of hours.
Sounding great, as always. The first float of the afternoon features the 2016 Blossom Time Festival royalty. You see Miss and Mr. Blossom Time courts waving to the crowds, of course, lining the streets. The beginning of the second week in March, the new Miss and Mr. Blossom Time and their courts were crowned, having competed in several categories, including one-on-one interviews, stage presence, and of course, personality. The festival is proud to offer the many scholarship awards helping these young people achieve their academic and career goals. Riding at the top of the float today is the 2016 Miss Blossom Time, Ashley Sipla from Coloma, and the 84th Blossom Time Queen to have earned this title. She is joined by her court of honor. First runner-up, Rachel Carl from St. Joseph. Second runner-up, Allie Sinclair of Hartford. Miss Congeniality, Aaliyah Chapin of Waterville. Joining the ladies of Blossomtime is the Mr. Blossomtime Court of Honor. Mr. Blossomtime, of course, Armani May of South Haven. First runner-up, Eric Engel of St. Joseph. Second runner-up, Romeo Thompson of Berrien Springs. Mr. Nice Guy, George Smallbloom of Eau Claire, Sodus. The Blossomtime Festival royalty float is sponsored by the Pearson Construction of Benton Harbor and will be used in several Blossomtime community events.
Now this is Todd Sipla and Jennifer Sipla. They're the parents of Miss Blossomtime, Ashley Sipla. Parents watching today know just how much you sacrifice to help your children reach their goals.
Amir and Kenya May are the proud parents of Mr. Blossomtime, Armani May. The families of Miss and Mr. Blossomtime are obviously very proud, and rightfully so, of what their young adults have accomplished. Happy parents.
Yeah, today's really an opportunity for these proud parents to share in their teenagers' success. Big, proud smiles seen today from both sets of parents.
Yeah, rightfully so. This is something they'll remember for the rest of their lives. It's a great time for the whole family.
Right, Mike Gary, a lifelong resident of the Twin Cities, was elected to the City Commission in 1999 and to the office of mayor in November of 2013. He is the fourth generation carrying on his family's business, Gary Roofing. The same year he graduated from Central Michigan University and married his wife, Elizabeth. They have 3 children and 4 grandchildren. Mayor Gary enjoys baseball, golf, pickleball, and history. His vision for St. Joseph's future is to keep it moving forward while continuing to preserve its small-town charm. Gary feels it's a priority to maintain the delicate balance between residents and tourism so that all, whether they live here, work here, or visit here, can be safe, happy, and have fun. He notes the nicest compliment received as mayor is when he sees children return to St. Joseph because they want to raise their families in the same environment in which they were raised.
And coming up next, our Chairman's Award winner for this year, the community of St. Joseph. The theme, 1920s Garden Party. The grand staircase leads down to a garden party. Sounds like the Great Gatsby movie theme in the background. No wonder they feel like dressing up in their 1920s flappers dresses. Looks like some gangster guys off on the side. I know Leanne has a few of those types of dresses. She wears them regularly. Riding the float is first runner-up Kaylee Siemens, second runner-up Allie Hughes, Miss Congeniality, Becca DeFay, and Mr. St. Joseph Evan Wilson. Missing from the float is St. Joseph Queen Rachel Carl, who was crowned Miss Blossomtime first runner-up, as well as Mr. St. Joseph Eric Engel, who was crowned Mr. Blossomtime first runner-up. They're both riding on the Blossomtime royalty float. Also, a little interesting note about these floats, most of their design and construction is really a labor of love. Few are built by professionals, but they are built by families and community members working together to create these beautiful displays we've enjoyed so far today. Countless hours of building and fundraising go into each and every design.
Well, Marcus Mohammed, a DePaul graduate, was elected mayor of Benton Harbor in November of 2015. The mayor was a former men's basketball guard known as Marcus Singer during his college years. His first leadership position was captain of the basketball team during his college years. He says that all those principles that he learned from Coach Joe Meyer at DePaul, as well as the athletic department and a wonderful host of professors, served as a recipe and a starting point for where he is today. He returned to Benton Harbor to teach special education and coach basketball. He later returned to Chicago for 2 years, teaching at the Mohammed University of Islam, before heading back to Benton Harbor again to lead the basketball team for 6 years, going where he felt he was needed and most beneficial to his community. He was elected city commissioner in 2009 and became mayor pro tem of Benton Harbor from 2010 to 2012. He was inaugurated to his current mayoral post in December of 2015. Teamwork and optimism are the route Mohammed has chosen to confront the issues.
The next entry, the Spirit of America Foundation, a nonprofit organization founded in 2001 by a naval veteran realizing the need for historical recognition of America's heroes and the sacrifices they made for our country. The Spirit of America insignia designed to recognize our men and women of the military forces and the battles they fought. As the Spirit of America Foundation continues its mission to promote patriotism and the appreciation of our veterans, it's extended and expanded its reach to help veterans in need in today's tough economy. Forgotten Heroes USA Limited, supporting the missions of the Spirit of America Foundation by offering patriotic products honoring America's hardships.
Now, the Mid-America Cowgirls is an equestrian team based in Three Oaks, Michigan, with riders from Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. The Cowgirls ride a variety of horse breeds, including quarter horses, paints, Arabians, and Tennessee Walkers, all in Western style. Their crowd-pleasing performances and grand entry has had the team invited to events throughout the Midwest and as far away as North Carolina. They've won numerous parade awards, including the Best Mounted Unit Award and the famous Kentucky Derby Festival Parade. And the Cowgirls are wearing beautiful white leather chaps, highlighted with metallic blue, pink, and silver leather, sparkling sequin blouses, white gloves, and white cowboy hats. The Cowgirls' horses are outfitted in matching leather tack highlighted with genuine Austrian crystals. Their captain is Debbie Dunphy.
And we'll be right back.
You're watching the Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade on WSBT and SBT-2.
Board Tea owned by Colleen and Bill Zool. Really neat.
Yeah, and Congressman Fred Upton also made his way through the parade, representing Michigan's 6th District. Fred is spearheading the bipartisan 21st Century Cures Initiative, which will speed up the development of life-saving cures by reducing the regulatory burden and encouraging more research. We are all affected by diseases, either our loved ones or ourselves.
Our next float is Lest We Forget Those Who Have Served. The next parade entry, of course, is very special to so many people. It reminds us the price we have paid for the freedoms we enjoy here in the United States. It was started by a group of veterans who felt that patriotism and this country's future depend on our heritage being passed on to future generations. Their motto, brighten the future, we must illuminate the past. The Lest We Forget organization illuminates the past through World War II reenactments, patriotic concerts, presentations by Medal of Honor recipients, presentations of the American flag to Frank Buckles, our last World War I veteran, TV telecasts, and more.
And State Senator John Prose is here representing the 21st District of Berry and Cass and most of Van Buren counties. State Senator John Prose was first elected to the State Senate in 2010. He was re-elected in 2014 to serve the residents of Berry and Cass and St. Joseph counties. A lifelong resident of Southwest Michigan, he currently resides in St. Joseph with his wife Christy and their 3 children, Alina, Jack, and Nora. John listens to and learns from his constituents to ensure that Michigan's great Southwest continues to be a wonderful place to live, work, and raise a family.
Coming up next is changing a veteran's life for the better. That's job number 1 for the Real Heroes Initiative. They bring hope to those who cannot talk about their pain, seen or unseen, and have given up on Veterans Affairs. They help veterans navigate a pathway to a better life. They do not have paid employees. They have volunteers to manage diverse programs and projects that help veterans by oiling that proverbial squeaky wheel.
Oh, this one's going to make you smile. The Healing Paws Therapy Dogs. Love seeing them. This unit is making its 2nd appearance in the Grand Floral Parade. Don't they look spiffy in their vests? Healing Paws, the organization, began in this area in 2002 and offering therapy services in 2009. Now, annually, at least 15 dogs participate with more than 20 volunteers that are volunteering at Lakeland Healthcare, PACE, and partnering with the Boys and Girls Club of Benton Harbor. The main purpose of the organization is to serve hospitalized patients with severe therapy needs. And the concept is to have the therapy dogs help patients out of their emotional isolation and to a state of mind that allows progress toward recovery. President of Healing Paws is Helen Fosno. Helen has over 10 years of service in Chicago hospitals where more than 100 dogs were commissioned for service.
The Blossomtime Festival is proud to award Deanne Zindler, the recipient of the prestigious Gordon W. Hospine Volunteer of the Year Award. The award, established in 1996, honors the many years of service and dedication Gordon gave to the Blossomtime organization and elects annually an outstanding festival volunteer. Nominees have at least 3 years of service with the festival. Deanne first became involved with Blossomtime, volunteering as a backstage mom for Blossomtime Pageant Weekend. She chaired the Bud Prince and Princess Pageant and Miss Junior Teen and Teen Blossomtime Pageant. She created a blue ribbon experience for so many kids last year. She and volunteered to rebuild actually 2 floats.
Oh, and we have another band here with us, the Bridgman High School Marching Band. The Spirit of Bridgman Marching Band has been very proud to debut their brand new marching band uniforms last year. They were designed and made by the well-known uniform manufacturer De Moulin. The Spirit of the Bridgman Marching Band is still in the middle of a growth spurt, which was the primary motivating factor for the purchase of the new uniforms. We are very grateful to Superintendent Shane Peters and the Bridgman School Board and their wonderful support of their continually growing program. Drum majors are C.J. Russell and Madeline Keller, leading the 57-member band, and the Black Corps consisted of 7 members. Awards and special recognitions include 2014 Division I rating Marching Band Festival and 2015 Division I rating for Concert Band Festival, State Band Festival, and Marching Band Festival. They are under the direction of Cliff Repper.
It sounded good. Miss Blossomtime 1973, Deborah Zemke Miller. It's from the community of Bridgman. Since then, she helped with the Miss Bridgman contest over the years. Debbie worked as an administrative assistant for 24 plus years and is now working in a very reputable eye care facility. Her hobbies: baking, sewing, spending time with family and friends. She's been married to her husband Rex for 26 years. She has 5 grown children and 9 grandchildren, all living in this area.
All right, this Bridgman hop is complete with a lighted 50s jukebox, dancers, and a huge guitar on the side of the float. And what beautiful 57 Chevy Bel Air that is pulling that float. Riding on the float today is Miss Bridgman Katie Hartzler, first runner-up Madison Gadush, second runner-up Tiana Zindler, Miss Congeniality Janae Joyner, Mr. Bridgman C.J. Russell, Mr. Nice Guy Brandon Bookhard, finalist Chance Edwards, and finalist J.R. Sheriff. We also have Miss Junior Teen Olivia Abram, Miss Junior Teen first runner-up Ava Ward, and second runner-up Hannah Sorensen. Little Miss Bridgman Lindsay Salmon, Little Miss Bridgman first runner-up Peyton Adams, and second runner-up Brooklyn Rutherford.
And we will continue with the Blossomtime Parade coming up. Welcome back to the 2016 Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade. And our next float is, of course, the Bud Prince and Princess Southwest Blossoms. Blossomtime is proud to sponsor this colorful float carrying the Bud Princess and Prince and their court. What a great experience for these kids, ages 6 through 9, and of course the looks on those faces. They're having a great time. The Bud Prince and Princess pageant takes place every year in early fall. This season's 15 youngsters competed for the title. Once they have been crowned, they make several public appearances on behalf of the festival. Here are the 2016 Blossomtime Bud Court, Princess Makina Malik of Stevensville, as well as Prince Braden Houch of Benton Harbor and their courts, Gabby Price, Chloe Lucas, Matthew Brink, Logan Freeman, and the contestants. We also have the Southwest Blossoms on this float as well. The Princess Belle Hun of St. Joseph, Southwest Blossoms preteen Breckren Bussey, as well as from St. Joseph, and the contestants. This is a special honor, of course, for this young group.
Well, for the 9th year in a row, we are pleased to bring back Splash, the mascot for the new Silver Beach Attractions, one of the newest year-round entertainment venues in southwestern Michigan, where memories are made and fun times will be all the time. Where you ride the carousel, look into Michigan's tallest kaleidoscope, or check out the Silver Beach Amusement Park Museum. The joy never seems to end. Next door is the beautiful Shadowland Ballroom, where special celebrations and wedding dreams come true. The delight doesn't stop there. Across the road is the interactive Whirlpool Compass Fountain, where you can splash your cares away on warm days. It's a fun place for all ages. Nice to have you back, Splash.
Probably not a lot of splashing in the water today. Beautiful sunshine, though, and we're enjoying this afternoon that is fantastic here along St. Joseph, and the Girl Scouts of Northern Indiana, Michiana are walking with the Savannah Sea Turtle, who's covered in orange badges and patches from activities many of the girls from the area participated in over the last 100 years. Savannah, affectionately named after the birthplace of the Girl Scouts in Savannah, Georgia, painted to match the colors of the Girl Scout uniforms for each level. The blue water is representative of the Daisy Girl Scouts, who are kindergarten and first grade. Her brown shell representative of the organization's Brownie Girl Scouts, who are second and third grade students. The soft parts of her body are painted green to match the Junior Girl Scouts, fourth and fifth graders. And finally, of course, the underside is tan.
Oh, another one of our really neat antique cars taking part in the parade today. This one, a 1924 Model T Ford, owned by Michael Smith. Isn't that neat?
Yeah, matching outfit too.
Yeah.
Really cool. Miss Southwest Victoria Lines and costume character Clicket and Cricket. She's the 2016 Miss Southwest. Is a senior at Point Park University, majoring in public relations and broadcast journalism. She's from Troy, Michigan, and will compete for Miss Michigan in June, representing Southwest Michigan. She travels with her mascot Clicket at the Cricket, the courtesy of the state police as part of her Get Buckled, Save Lives campaign. She and Clicket the Cricket helping raise correct seatbelt use awareness in communities all across the state.
And this float, the Blossomtime and Southwest Royalty, sponsored by WSJM and Midwest Family Broadcasting and Blossomtime Festival. The Miss Heart of Blossomtime pageant originated in 1992 and gives young women from communities that do not host a pageant the opportunity to compete for Miss Blossomtime. In conjunction with the Miss Heart contestants, the festival holds the Miss Teen Blossomtime pageant for young ladies ages 13 to 15 and the Miss Junior Teen pageant for young ladies ages 10 to 12. Riding in today's float, the community queens, Miss Lawton, Emily Holloway, Miss Lawrence, Emma Tunstall, Miss Bloomingdale, Courtney Van Horn, and Miss Pawpaw, Allie Weston. Miss Hart, Elizabeth Stockwell of Dowagiac, and first runner-up of Miss Congeniality, Natalie Conover of Decatur. Mr. Hart, Miles Haskins of New Buffalo, Miss Junior Teen, Clara Caplia of St. Joseph, second runner-up, Madison Jackson of St. Joseph, and many more.
And who's this tall dude? Oh, that's the Michigan Stilt Walker. He's Neil Souter. For having walked over 1,200 miles, he's called the Michigan Stilt Walker. He's walked all along the state's roadways on stilts, collecting donations for United Cerebral Palsy. Neil, who has mild cerebral palsy, has raised more than $90,000 in his quest.
Wow, good for him. Well, the Boy Scout troops of Southwest Michigan are comprised of many troops from the area representing Berrien, Van Buren, and Kalamazoo counties. Many of the troops have been active in the area from 50 to 90 years. The BSA program was established in 1910 and is the largest and oldest youth program in the United States. It represents all ethnic and religious backgrounds in America. The Eagle rank is the highest award, and many famous people have been Eagles. President Gerald Ford is the only president to achieve this award.
Well, good to them. All right, we are watching the Blossomtime Parade 2016 version, and we'll be right back.
I'm Mr. Blossomtime Armani May, and you're watching the Blossomtime Festival Grand Floral Parade.
Welcome back, and this is our honorary Grand Marshal, Craig Rocco, serving as the Blossomtime Festival Board from 1987 to 2015. He practiced law as an attorney in St. Joseph, Michigan for 40-plus years, from 1974 to 2015. Now, Craig started on the Blossomtime Festival Board in 1987. He served many roles on the board, including hosting the Blossomtime Pageant and Grand Floral Parade judges. Craig was president of the festival from 1993 to 1994, a graduate of Michigan State University and the University of Michigan Law School.
Also would like to recognize Miss Blossomtime 1966, Marty Krause-Smith of Berrien Springs. Marty has one of those rare stories. She was the first runner-up to Miss Blossomtime in 1966, and for various reasons, the crowned Miss Blossomtime was unable to fulfill her obligation as queen, so Marty stepped up to the plate, took over all the queen's duties with grace and honor. Since then, Marty has been in the hairdressing business for 48 years. Many of those were in her very own shop. You may know her salon, Marty's headliner from Berrien Springs.
All right, it's time to dance. Here's the Berrien Springs High School Marching Band, all dressed in their traditional uniforms of black with green sashes and shamrock adorning the lapel. They are also adorned with a sash carrying the shamrock emblem. Their black Shako hats with a black plume sets the 65-member band apart. They are led by drum majorettes Megan Dietrich and drum major Josiah Dubbs. The 6 members of the Flag Corps really make a statement in their rodeo cowboy attire. They're decked out in their cowboy shirts, blue leggings, and cowboy boots. Today the band is entertaining us with the Rawhide theme song. This year, the Berrien Springs High School Marching Band earned a Division I at the District 6 Marching Contest and earned excellence in music, marching, percussion, and color guard at the East Kentwood Marching Invitational. Berrien Springs has a healthy music program that includes marching, concert, jazz, pep, 3 middle school bands, a pit orchestra, and 6 competitive choirs. The band director is Kelly Roselet.
Up next, the Board of Directors Award winner and the King's Award winner. A twofer here for the Yellow Submarine from Berrien Springs. Yellow Submarine seems to be exploring the ocean depth and leaving a rainbow wake behind it. It's being towed by a giant swimming fish. Other animation on the float including a moving seeing eye, a periscope, rotating propellers, and flapping rudder. It has a bubble machine replicating, of course, the submarine's dive. The Beatles will be pretty impressed by the artistic results of this Berrien Springs float. Riding in the submarine, Miss Berrien Springs, Sienna Wales, first runner-up Antoinette Cave, second runner-up Laura Simmons, Miss Congeniality, Katie Harner, and Little Miss Berrien Springs, Mila Mitchell. Missing from the Berrien Springs float is Romeo Thompson, who was crowned Mr. Blossomtime second runner-up and is riding with the Blossomtime Royal Float. Enjoy the ride. Listen to the Beatles' 1966 hit, Yellow Submarine, playing in the background.
Well, the Michigan State University cheerleading team is here today. They are coached by Elise Packard and Ron John Casanova-Smith. Their team consists of 34 male and female members during the year. In today's parade, they are 8 to 10 members strong. The MSU cheer teams cheer at football, volleyball, and men's and women's basketball, as well as participate in nearly 100 other community and alumni events throughout the year.
I saw some Michigan fans making their point as well. Brandy Goodish Cox, Miss Blossomtime 1994 from the community of Baroda. The title was a major turning point in Brandy's life and the catalyst for many things to come in her career. She attended Western Michigan University and has enjoyed her work as a corporate spokesperson for Canon USA and a fit model for Wrangler Jeans and Kaiser Roth Corporation. Brandy also loves crafting and 2 years ago founded Brandy Cox Incorporated. Brandy has won many awards, such as #1 in sales for the North American market. She enjoys sharing her projects and tutorials online. Now, when Brandy isn't traveling, she's proud to be a PTA president and serve her kids' school and community. She and her husband Doug reside in Huntersville, North Carolina, and they have 2 sons.
Oh, strike up another band. This 135-member band meets as 3 groups, 2 7th grade bands and 1 8th grade band from Lakeshore Middle School. All 3 groups received straight first division ratings at District 6 Band and Orchestra Festival. Their uniforms are white tops, trimmed in red, black trousers, and phantom-styled helmets. The 22-member flag corps wears black trousers and red Lakeshore color guard shirts. The middle school band is directed by Phil and Cindy Huff.
And sounded good.
They do.
Sounded really good. All right, the next float is from the community of Baroda, the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. Celebrating the spirit of patriotism, the next float showcases the royalty. Miss Baroda, Rachel Reynolds, Mr. Baroda, Nathan Seawood, and Dayton Seward, first runner-up. Marissa Faust, second runner-up, Alyssa Rubel. Miss Congeniality is Jackie Nate, and Little Miss Baroda, Peyton Byer.
Oh, we have some heroes, superheroes out here today. Superman and Batman together riding in our parade. Always neat to see them. You know, the kids are excited about this.
You work with Superman. What's the big deal?
That's right, Bob. You look just like that Superman.
Yes, I do.
Except you need the cape.
If Superman was 50 and bald, it'd be just like me. All right, Bobby Rosenthal of Scotts, Michigan is riding backwards after 38 consecutive years in the Grand Floral Parade. Doesn't look like he is ever going to grow up. Through several of his childhood and grandchildren, also known as Freddie Flip Flop and Susie Somersault, have performed with him over the years and have now outgrown Bobby and his bike, so for now, for the past couple of years, he also performs solo. Good job. Keep it up, Bobby.
He is riding backwards.
He sure is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, next we have the Berrien County Youth Fair royalty, and they're riding in a convertible today. The 2015 Berrien County Youth Fair Queen, Maria Pinkowski of Baroda. Maria is a graduate of Bridgman High School and now attending Central Michigan University. She's majoring in business management and marketing. The Fair King is Kirk Love of Eau Claire, Sodus. Kirk is a graduate of Waterville High School and recently completed his fire certification and is currently a firefighter with Sodus Township Fire Department. He also works on his family farm. The 2016 fair will be held at the Berrien County Youth Fairgrounds in Berrien Springs in August. Now, during the 2015 Fair Week, Maria and Kirk will hand out ribbons to winning exhibitors, attending youth shows, demonstrations, and welcoming visitors and attendees to the fair. Youth Fair King and Queen contest is open to BCYF exhibitors ages 16 and older as of January 1st.
And I do believe I hear another band, and it is from Coloma, the Coloma Comet Marching Band. Drum major is Lexi Ludwig and Sydney Miller leading this 98-member band. They're wearing black pants, green and black jackets with a gold sash, a black hat and plume. Those black hats trimmed in gold. The 10 members of the flag corps dressed in black pants with green and gold tops. Along with the Coloma fight song, they're also playing Disney's Magical Marches. Cheryl Thomas is directing the band along with the assistant director, Christopher Keach. This past marching band of the season, the band placed first at the Grand Haven and Hastings Marching Band Invitational, receiving first division rating for the 11th consecutive year at a marching band festival. They also performed at Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World in February of this year. Let's take a listen.
Paying tribute to the sound of 80s music, there is some dancing in the streets with street signs and street lights with a definite 80s flair. The royalty riding this float is first runner-up Miss Congeniality, Courtney Kroschel. Second runner-up Victoria Kolenko. Second runner-up Reese Sample, Mr. Coloma, Hunter Brown. First runner-up Ethan Redman, Mr. Nice Guy, Anthony Puma, Miss Teen Coloma, Bree Mills. First runner-up Miss Teen Coloma, Virginia Wenzel. They are also showcasing Glad Peach Princess, Carison Jacobs, and Glad Peach Prince, Thomas Renhack. I think we have some breakdancing action at the back of the Coloma float. Missing from this float today is Ashley Sipla, Miss Coloma, who was crowned Miss Blossomtime and is riding on the Blossomtime royalty float.
Megan Pullard Hildebrand, Miss Blossomtime from 1995, the town of Berrien Springs. She lived in Illinois for several years before moving back to her hometown of Berrien Springs, where she currently lives and is raising her 3 boys. Tanner, who's 19, and also last year's Mr. Berrien Springs. Braden, 15, and Carson, 13. Megan's a deputy probate register for Berrien County Trial Court in St. Joseph.
Well, they're having some fun. Members of the Michiana Clowns have been longtime supporters of the Grand Floral Parade, and today is no exception. Just look at the faces in the crowd, young and old, enjoying their colorful costumes and playful antics. Michiana Clowns' home base is in Michigan City, Indiana, but they have members from Baroda, Michigan, as well as Valparaiso, Indiana. They're a diverse group who likes to do parades as well as parties and skits, and this is their 30th anniversary.
I have shoes like that.
He's getting them to cheer.
You sure? I have. You see that guy's red shoes? I have shoes like that.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
So, you know what looks just like a banana car? This banana car. It's a big banana car. Yeah.
clever.
looking for the minions today. The banana car has done much traveling in the 4 years since it was built. As far south as Miami, it's cruised through Times Square and is a favorite at the largest Houston art car parade. The owner, Tom Brown from Kalamazoo, tells us he loves taking kids for rides. The car runs like a dream, but the only way to find out is to jump in and just see how appealing. See what he did there? Appealing this banana car is today. We have a couple of minions, courtesy of the Boy Scouts of Southwest Michigan. In this banana car, they're Kevin and Bob. Give a big wave to Tom Brown in the big banana car.
Yeah, that would be fun to drive around. Well, Miss Blossom Time 1998, Adrienne Wisner is here today. She's from the community of Stevensville. Adrienne is a 2002 graduate of Hope College, where she graduated and received degrees in both biology and chemistry. In 2003, Adrienne decided to pursue another passion of hers and launched her own business, Memories Bridal and Evening Wear, in downtown Stevensville. This full-service bridal, prom, and tuxedo business that once started as a part-time hobby is now a full-time career for both Adrienne and her husband Derek and their 23 employees. Now located in downtown Kalamazoo with a second seasonal prom store in Grand Rapids.
We have another band coming. It's the Lakeshore High School Lancer Marching Band. It's time to hear the sounds of this award-winning 180-member band, dressed in black uniforms with silver sequin sash, black Vanguard helmets, black and silver plume. The Lakeshore Lancer High School Marching Band, an impressive sight, led by drum corps majors Jackson Libbert, as well as Matt Rosillo and Connor Keel, the 16-member flag corps dressed in silver and beige dresses and silver leggings, a great compliment to the band. The Lakeshore Marching Band, the 2015 Michigan Competing Band Association state champions, and had first place finishes in marching band shows at Jenison, Grant, and Reeds Puffer. Today they're performing Persis and Jose and Goddess Put Fire with Steve Reinecke from our show Out of the Silence, based on the life of Malala Yousafzai, also under the direction of Glory Van Connick.
And we're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back with much, much more from the Blossom Time Grand Floral Parade. We're going to let this band play us out to break.
The sun.
Come through with Saturday Night Fever. Disco is back, complete with a lit dance floor and the DJ booth. Feel free to sing or dance along. The float features the 2016 court that is comprised of Miss Stevensville, Annie Yancey, first runner-up Ann Harris, second runner-up Mackenzie Koski, Miss Congeniality, Elise Bancroft, and much more.
The Eden Springs Park Midget Auto Racer is one of the most popular attractions in the House of David besides the Steam Railway. The raceway was formed in 1934, closed in the 70s. The park managed by Dan Staliger.
And we have another band with us today, the River Valley High School Marching Mustangs Band. This 35-member band is uniformed in their navy and white with River Valley on the chest. Along with the band is the 4-member flag corps. The flag corps is wearing black bottoms with gold sequin jackets. This good-sounding band has won many awards, such as second place at Otsego Marching Band Invitational, second place and best marching band at the Lakeshore Marching Band Invitational, second place, best marching band, and best music at the Jenison Marching Band Invitational. Today they're playing Goldfinger, James Bond theme, and the River Valley Mustangs fight song.
We have a float next from the community of Three Oaks River Valley. The theme is courtesy of the red, white, and blue, a colorful cowboy salute to America, kicking boots and all. The royalty riding float today, Miss Three Oaks River Valley, Lexi Olson. First runner-up, Caitlin Goodenow. Second runner-up, Miss Congeniality, Riley Howie. We also have Miss Team Three Oaks River Valley, Taya Howie, as well as first runner-up, Allison Roquefort. Little Miss Three Oaks, Alexis McCarty. First runner-up, Haley Goodenough. Second runner-up, Maya Thomas. And last but not least, Flag Day Prince and Princess for 2016 were Kayla Burke and Ava Ladisman. The float is playing the music of Toby Keith's courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
Oh, quite the entrance from McGruff the Crime Dog. This is the Berrien County Sheriff's Department's Bearcat, and is carrying one of our good friends, McGruff. McGruff is used to teaching young children about general safety and staying out of trouble. We're happy to have him join us today, riding in his Bearcat tactical vehicle.
That's one way to get to work, huh? Honorary Grand Marshal today, Sheriff Joe Underwood, serving Cass County for 40 years and as Cass County Sheriff since 1992. Received a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and is a graduate of the FBI National Academy. Also served in the United States Army, was a recipient of a National Defense Medal, Vietnam Service Medal, and a Purple Heart.
Oh, and take a look at this cool car. It's a 1934 Ford 3-window coupe owned by Henry Braddock.
Yeah, that is a cool car. Or should we say it's a hot car with all those flames?
It is a
on it.
hot car.
Does that impress you? You like that? Safety Pup is sponsored by the Berrien County Sheriff's Department, provides education training to school-aged children throughout Berrien County. And there he goes, the Safety Pup.
I bet he's nice and warm in there.
Yeah.
That's one thing, a lot of jackets out here today.
That's right,
and a lot
yes.
of blankets.
Yes.
Well, we have another band coming up. This is the Michigan Lutheran High School Titan Marching Band, donned in black and purple. They certainly look sharp today. The 24-member Michigan Lutheran High School Titan Marching Band is led by their director, Ryan Stankel. The band is accompanied by 8 Flag Corps members dressed in purple and white. The band program is a very active part of their school. The students take great pride in making quality music, and they work hard to develop their God-given abilities. Today, one of the songs the band will be playing is I Heard It Through the Grapevine.
Next, the Southwest Michigan Blossomtime Queens sorority, founded in 2012. Since that time, it's acquired 254 members. The sorority comprised of former community Blossomtime Queens. They have members ranging from the year 1936 through 2015. The mission is to continue to support Blossomtime and the Blossomtime Scholarship Program. Each year, the sorority also provides its own scholarship to one of the new Blossomtime Community Queens. In addition, their goal is to support the Shriners Children's Hospital, of course also interested in helping any child within their own communities who may be in need. They're a nonprofit organization with a heart for kids.
Here's an old friend. Hey, it's Ronald McDonald. He's sponsored today by the Mishawaka McDonald's organization and has been an honored guest of the Blossomtime Parade for many, many years. Don't you love his orange hair?
I love any hair. His hair matches the car. Same color red. All right, up next is an antique tractor Michael Marsh is driving, a 1938 John Deere A unstyled row crop tractor. It has factory round spoke wheels and weights. You can tell this is an antique because it has just 2 cylinders and a 4-speed with a hand start. It's equipped with a PTO and hydraulic lift for cultivating. This is a local Berrien County tractor. Listen to that engine hum. Pretty cool.
I hear another band coming up. This is the Waterville High School Band. Drum majors Brody Rowland, Ellie Troyer, and Lacrosse Baginski lead the 60-member band. They really look sharp today in their uniforms of maroon, black, and white with silver accents. They have 8 members in the Flag Corps. The Waterville Marching Band is a 12-time Michigan Competing Band Association state finalist. In addition to the marching band's MCBA success, the Waterville Band program is active in the Michigan School Band and Orchestra Association, and participates in solo and ensemble festivals, band and orchestra festivals, all-state band and jazz band festivals. Throughout the years, the high school band has traveled to Florida, Toronto, Boston, and New York. Waterville band member participate in the Lake Michigan Youth Orchestra, Legends Winter Percussion, and the Legends Drum and Bugle Corps. The band director is Jennifer Hollinsworth.
Boy, every band sounds great today. Up next is today's Mayor's Award winner. This float covers the great icons of the USA. It's from the community of Waterville. The theme, Party in the USA. There's a rotating Statue of Liberty, a bald eagle with wings flying, a little car with moving wheels, and streamers representing fireworks. Celebrating the songs like Party in the USA and other great Americana songs. The Waterville royalty is Miss Waterville Carly Lyles, second runner-up Brittany Collins, Mr. Waterville Brody Rowland, and Derek Davidson. Little Miss Firecracker Ava Thomas, and Little Mr. Firecracker Ethan Egger. Missing from the float is the first runner-up, Spirited Miss Congeniality of Blossomtime, Aaliyah Chapin.
Well, the Senior PGA Championship presented by KitchenAid returns to Harbor Shores Golf Course in Benton Harbor, Michigan, May 24th through the 29th. It is the most historic and prestigious senior major tournament and features the strongest field in senior golf. Eligible players this year include the 2014 and 2015 champion Colin Montgomery, John Daly, Fred Couples, Davis Love III, and BJ Singh. Today, the Alfred S. Bourne Trophy is in the back seat, being chauffeured in a Mercedes-Benz.
And looking good. Visiting us today from the Celebration Cinema is Flick from Benton Harbor. He makes kids smile and moviegoers follow him to special events. He has more fun than any popcorn should be allowed to have, since he always has a smile and a twinkle in his eye. He's also the largest piece of popcorn with a huge smile. No surprise, Flick enjoys watching movies.
We'll take a look at this antique fire truck, 1937 LaFrance pumper truck, St. Joseph Fire Department. Retired firefighter Joseph Mitchell and his wife Peggy donated this fire truck to the department. Now, it was originally purchased and owned by Joe's father, and then the St. Joseph Fire Department fire chief at the time.
Here is the 19-unit member of the Eau Claire High School Marching Band, directed by Chris Hartman. The repertoire this year, Ghostbusters.
And that is the theme of the float coming up here. Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
That's right. Eau Claire Sodas presents Ghostbusters, the popular song from the 1980s that was used in the hit movie as well. This year they've been following moving parts from the wheels turning and the lights flashing on the cars, the arms on the Ghostbuster guys moving, and the Puff Man moving as well. The backdrop of the float is the city skyscrapers, and the float is being pulled by the green Slimmer. We're going to take a little break, but we'll be right back with much more.
Welcome back to the Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade. We just saw Van Buren County Sheriff Dale Gribler pass by.
Yeah, and the Cirque Among Us party bike. What a unique cycle. Who wouldn't want to ride on this bike? It's a party bike and carries up to 6 passengers. Cirque Among Us is a circus arts education enrichment company founded in 2001. And they traveled all the way from Livonia, Michigan today.
Very cool. And here comes another band, the Hartford High School Junior and Senior High School Band. The band's official name is the Hartford Indian Emerald Vanguard Band. The band is wearing green-collared band shirts with the school emblem. Today the band is playing the Hartford High School fight song and accompanied by their flag corps under the direction of Aaron Mirakovitz.
And this is the Sweepstakes Award. Oh, how happy I'd be if I were under the sea in an octopus garden with you. The float
You're
is
supposed to see that.
themed to follow the next time the Beatles' 1960s hit Octopus's Garden. You can see the giant octopus sitting on the back of the float in his garden of treasures. This is from the community of Hartford. You know, many other animated sea creatures join him in this under the sea scene, including a giant sea turtle, fish, even an eel. Yeah, pretty cool. Along with the sea creatures, you can see flowers and plant life and many treasures that the octopus has collected for his beautiful garden. Walking alongside the float today is the Beatles character Beetle Bay, who was featured in the animation of their song Octopus Garden and Yellow Submarine. The royalty on the float today: first runner-up, Cynthia Hernandez; second runner-up, Annabelle Hernandez; Miss Congeniality, Paige Doyle; and Mr. Hartford Court, Johnny Chancellor, among many others.
And coming up next is Miss Blossomtime 2010, Kyra Height. She's the Miss Blossomtime winner from the community of New Buffalo, recently graduated from Ferris State University with a dental hygiene degree and a bachelor's of allied health sciences. Kyra is currently a dental hygienist at a private office in Otsego, Michigan.
In our next float, the Twin Cities Award, New Buffalo is celebrating its Little Miss and Miss Junior teens young people. The float is sponsored by Beachside Scoops of New Buffalo. Riding on the float today are Little Miss New Buffalo, Sierra Sheeler; first runner-up, Olivia Dupre; second runner-up, Charlie Churchill. Contestants Angelina Burke, McKenna Tierney, Carly Tansley, and Hannah Tainhill. Miss Junior teen, Amelia Sealer. Special mention goes to all the other Little New Buffalo contestants riding the float today. All these young ladies look like they're ready to celebrate with Kool and the Gang's Celebration Song.
You know, it's a little breezy and a little cool today, but everyone is really enjoying it. Everyone's sticking out and having a great time up here today. Sunshine helps. Our next float is from Bangor. The theme, Swingin' in the Roaring 20, is featured on Rooftop Terrace. You'll find the Bangor Court of Honor enjoying the music of the 1920s big band sound, bellowing from a large Victrola. You'll see that they reach the terrace by an elevator featured at the back of the float. On center stage is the middle of the terrace. It's a graceful couple dancing to the music. She's dressed in a playful flapper dress, and he is dressed as his handsome tails and top hat. You'll notice the Bangor Court can even look out into the parade route through the rooftop binoculars. The royalty enjoying the music is Mr. Bangor, Terry Brunn; Miss Bangor, Allison Weber; first runner-up, Megan Brenny; Miss Congeniality, Sadie Stratton. We also have Miss Teen, Jackie Stigler; first runner-up, Nicole Brunn; second runner-up, Olivia Patterson; and Miss Congeniality, Liana Patterson. Finally, we have Miss Junior Teen, Aubrey Freislinger; first runner-up, Gracie Eisner; and second runner-up, Amira Littlefield.
And another really neat antique car, this one a 1963 Corvette split window owned by Henry Braddock.
And this one, if this doesn't bring a smile to your face, well, you need to check your pulse, because this is our Youth Parade winner. Lots of happy kids. I think every kid wants to be on the parade, so we waved everybody on the sidelines. They have the waves down, that's for sure. You see that?
That
see
is
little
cute.
guy? You got the wave down?
Yeah, really cute. Our next is the Run for the Buds winners, the 5 and 10K runners and 5K walker. Now, the Run for the Buds is a chip time race that runs along the parade route. 2016 marks its 37th year for the event. Hundreds of runners started at the corner of Ship and Main Streets in St. Joe, crossed the bridge into Benton Harbor, and turned around and finished where they began in St. Joseph. We had runners of all ages run right past our cameras this morning. And new this year, in addition to the 5K event, they also ran a 10K. All ages did
Wow.
this. Yeah.
It's impressive. They just beat you out. It was really, really close, those winners. You were right on their tails. I thought you could get them, but it was
So close.
that
Next year.
close. Yeah,
Next year.
Maybe. Maybe next time if you ride your bike.
Or drive a car.
A very fast car. Ah, the pipes. I hear the pipes. This is the third year of the annual appearance for the Parade of the Caledonia Kilty Pipe Band. The pipe band was founded in 1954 by a Scottish soldier and a piper who moved to Mishawaka, Indiana. They're the oldest, one of the oldest, in fact, bagpipe bands in the country. Members include businessmen, firefighters, police officers, tradesmen, professionals that boast their family-friendly free offering bagpipe and Highland drum lessons to anybody interested. Families with Celtic origins all count on them for celebrations and gatherings, as do fraternal organizations, community groups, professional associates, and various other public and private groups. They look absolutely terrific in their colorful and authentic Highland regalia as they march on down the street.
Take a look. The South Bend Cubs mascot, Studebaker, and the old mascot, Swoop, together today, making an appearance in this year's Blossomtime Festival Grand Floral Parade. This is Studebaker's first appearance in the parade. The Cubs' 2016 season is already underway, and they hope to see you over at Four Winds Field this year. Games have already been selling out, so be sure to get your tickets in advance. The South Bend Cubs are a U.S. Class A minor league baseball team based in South Bend, Indiana, that plays in the Midwest League.
Up next, Miss Blossom Time 2011, Lisa Bowman. She's from the community of Baroda. Lisa is currently a graduate student at Valparaiso University going for a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling.
And now we have the Dowagiac Chieftain Marching Band. The 70-member band is led by drum majors Marcos Estradas and Heather Hammond. They are proud to wear new uniforms this year. The band looks really sharp as they march down the street in their black and orange uniforms with white embellishments and a Dowagiac school logo on the front. The 9-member flag corps is also dressed in orange and black. Justin McCartz is the band director, and the assistant director is Mike Peterson. The band received a Division II at District Band and Orchestra Festival this year. And today they're playing a number of songs, including The Lowrider, Evil Ways, and the Dowagiac Fight Song.
Miss Dowagiac Scholarship Pageant. There is magic in the air from the community of Dowagiac. The Chamber of Commerce sponsors the Miss Dowagiac Scholarship Pageant. The royalty surrounded by sparkles of black, red, silver, and white. The float features a rotating magician's hat with doves rising from it. The float is accented with fresh flowers popping out of the magician top hat and sparkling stars, musical notes, and vintage records. The float features the Miss Dowagiac Court of Honor looking rather magical. Today is Miss Dowagiac Anna Zabel. First runner-up, Brittany Malin. Second runner-up, Miss Congeniality, Damon McGill. The music really complements the float. And we are continuing with our Blossomtime Parade.
Yes, right after this break. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the 2016 Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade. You're taking a look at the Edwardsburg High School Marching Band. They're wearing blue uniform jackets, black bibs, and feature silver buttons. The letter E over the right chest stands for Eddie, their school mascot. They're sporting a black Shako hat with a plume. This 104-member award-winning band really looks sharp today. They're led by drum majorettes Michaela Long, Mariah Pracklett, and Amber Bernowski. The 12 members of the flag corps are in their black leotards and red sequin skirts. Now, the Edwardsburg High School Marching Band has been a Michigan Competing Band Association Flight 4 finalist in 2008, 2009, and 2011. They placed 11th in Flight 3 in November of 2015. The band recently performed in New York City and has been part of the Your Instrumental program at Disney World. They've received the Harmony Award for the Niles Apple Festival Parade annually since 2008. They've consistently earned Division I ratings at Michigan Band and Orchestra Association concert and marching festivals. The band director is David Elliott, assisted by Alexis Heiner.
And this is the presentation awards committee honor for today. It is an old-fashioned 1950s diner on the float of the Edwardsburg, complete with poodle skirts and the jukebox. Of course, remember those diners with the food counter complete with stools? Well, to complete the look, they have a 1950s car towing the float. They're showing off the royalty. Miss Edwardsburg, Miss Congeniality, Courtney Yoder. First runner-up, Alexis Rosebush. Second runner-up, Courtney Glasser. Third runner-up, Taylor Reif-Snyder. And fourth runner-up, Elisa Snodgrass. They're also showcasing Miss and Mr. Teen and Court, Miss Preteen and Court, Princess and Prince Court.
And you're taking a look now at the Saladin Shrine. William Martindale, for 14 years, he's been a Shriner and a past president of the Sturgis Shrine Club. He is also a member of the Meridian Sun Eagle Lodge number 49 in Sturgis, as well as the Masonic organizations. Now, over the last several years, while working with other past people, he has worked on a membership development and retention. He has owned his own business in Sturgis for the last 20 years called PostNet, which is a retail packing and printing business. His wife of 5 years is Lady Connie Martindale. They have 7 children and 15 grandchildren.
Wow, good for them. I could do that. See, I could pull that off. By myself. I couldn't do it with other people on the street, but
Yeah, I'm sure your wife would love that, to watch you practicing outside.
I love one of those little motorcycles, though. It'd be fun. Formed in 1968, this group now has 22 members, of whom there are usually 9 to 10 riders in a parade. We're talking about the Berrien County Shrine Mini Bike Patrol. Members purchase their own bikes and uniforms, responsible for the maintenance and transporting them to and from the parades. There are approximately 15 parades they performed in throughout the summer, having received many trophies and monetary donations. The unit parades just for fun and fellowship and to publicly promote the Shriners. Efforts, of course, which operating 19 orthopedic hospitals and 3 burn centers all throughout North America. For over 75 years, inpatient and outpatient care given to children from infancy to their 18th birthday, regardless of race or religion. Admission is based on medical and financial need. There is no charge for any care or service provided at a Shrine hospital.
And Miss Blossomtime 2013, Caitlin Kennedy is here today. Caitlin was Miss Blossomtime in 2013 from the community of Buchanan. Caitlin just finished her junior year at St. Mary's College, where she is studying psychology with a double minor in math and computer science. This summer, she was one of 10 to get accepted for a research internship in computational social science at the University of Notre Dame. During her years in college, she has been involved in the Notre Dame figure skating team, working in the athletic department at Notre Dame, and volunteering at a variety of community organizations. Since being Miss Blossomtime, Caitlin has also held the title of Miss Southwest Michigan 2015 and plans to continue with her involvement in the Miss America organization. And Mr. Blossomtime 2013, Jalen Holmes. He is from the community of St. Joseph. Now at the start of next fall, Jalen will be entering his final year at Michigan State as a Michigan State Spartan. After years of education, he has chosen to pursue a career in either supply chain management or athletic operations. While in school, he proactively works with Tom Izzo and the prestigious men's basketball program. However, outside of athletics, he continues a professional career with Whirlpool Corporation, where he will be working as a procurement intern.
All right, we have Victor the Viking from Niles High School and the Niles High School Marching Band. Let's take a listen. You know, Leanne, this band has performed in the Grand Floral Parade for many years. Today we're hearing the Viking Fight song as well as some other fresh sounds. The band director is Joshua C. Doe. Assistant director Keith Hiscott. Always good to see the Niles High School Marching Band. You know, this drum line would be a great way to start our newscast in the morning. You think?
Definitely gets you pumped up.
It would get you pumped up.
It's chilly out here today, but no lack of enthusiasm.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a fun day.
Yeah, it
It's
really
windy,
is.
it's chilly, but a lot of people out here, and you know, people were lining up, staking out their spots early this morning.
It's 7 o'clock. I saw Alex,
7 o'clock.
she was talking to some of the folks out here, and they said people were lining up at 7 o'clock to make sure they got the best spot to see such a great annual tradition.
And yeah, they do this every year. They look forward to this, and they have come prepared. Blankets,
Yeah,
jackets.
absolutely.
We needed those blankets.
Yeah, that would be nice. A blanket would be good.
You know, it's such a fun theme this year, the Blossomtime Greatest Hits. It's fun to hear these songs. It really gets you excited.
It really is. And it's great to see not just a community come together, but so many communities come together, one central spot. It's a tradition. Everyone comes. Sometimes they're rivals, maybe on the athletic fields for their high schools and the like, but on a day like today, everybody's together.
You know, it's nice because it's not all, I mean, they're so proud of their communities, but it's also just being proud of Southwest Michigan as a whole. And you're right, it is nice to see them all come together.
You know, the luckiest guy on this float is the guy with the purple hat. He has a hat on.
He does. That was smart. And you know, a lot of them make those floats. I mean, these are not professionally done, but they look like they're professionally done. They
look
really
great.
do.
They do.
And that one you just saw was the Niles theme Genie in a Bottle from the community of Niles. Now we see that not only does the Niles float have a Genie in a Bottle theme with the Genie bottle seats and a castle, but also a magic carpet theme. The royalty being showcased today is Miss Niles Allison Sugla, first runner-up Allie Turtle, second runner-up Miss Congeniality Emma Schmidt, and many others.
Miss Blossomtime 2014, Roxy Elliott. She's Miss Blossomtime from the community of Buchanan. Roxy is now a junior at Michigan State University, studying broadcast journalism and political science. At school, she's involved with the Chi Omega fraternity, Bible study, and the Spartans Rebuilding Michigan. She's also interning with the State Senator John Prose. Roxy says she's very honored to be back in the parade and continues to support the festival because she will always be grateful for having served as Miss Blossomtime just 2 years ago.
And this is the Buchanan High School Marching Band. The band looks very sharp in their black uniforms with a splash of school colors of maroon and white on the front, and their helmets are black with black and silver plumes. This 38-member band presents an impressive sight and is led by drum majorette Kieran Baginski. The 5-member flag corps is dressed in black with silver trim. The band has received Division I ratings at MSBOA District 6 Band and Orchestra Festival in 2015, and Division I ratings at the MSBOA Marching Band Festival in 2015, and second place in Class C at the Lakeshore Marching Band Invitational. Band director is Mark Hollinsworth. Let's listen now as we hear the band play their favorite marching pieces.
Up next is the Space Jam float. It has a rocket ship with smoke coming out, pointed towards the Moron Mountain, and of course the planets rotating. They have characters from the Toon Squad and Monstars depicted on the float. The music is also from the movie Space Jam. And on the float today is Miss Buchanan, Maddie Hemphill, first runner-up Jenna Proud, second runner-up Kieran Baginski, Miss Congeniality Chloe Foray Malika, and Miss Buchanan Raekwon Griffin. You know, they're going to make another Space Jam. We had that story, a couple days ago with LeBron James?
Yeah, with LeBron James. A lot of people looking forward to that one.
So we'll have another way to compare Michael Jordan and LeBron James.
And we have another antique car, this one a 1967 Shelby GT500 owned by Henry Braddock. Thank you, Henry, for sharing all these with us today.
Yeah, there are a lot of guys in the crowd looking at that car saying, you know, I could do that. I'll take that car. Nothing wrong with a nice convertible on a warm, sunny day.
If only.
We have
if only it was
kind
a
of the
warm,
sun.
sunny day.
I'm seeing some blue sky. Boy, you know, you can always tell when it's a northwest wind by the lake this time of the year. But, you know, the smiles are big. People came prepared. And I see no fewer people now than I saw when we first showed up, so that's great.
And I hear another band making their way over this way.
Yes, coming down the street next is the Lake Michigan Catholic High School Band, made up of 65 members this year. The uniforms blue and white with a gold sash. This award-winning band played at Walt Disney World's theme park to receive consistent high ratings at band festivals. LMC bands continue to be a national leader in student participation, with 50% of the high school student body participating in band. That's amazing. Joseph Jarvie is the band director. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, I like the dance moves.
Yeah, very nice.
All right, Grease Lightning. This float has a carnival theme similar to the end of the Grease movie. There's a background yearbook and a rotating cream pie in the center. I really hope none of the royalty riding today gets a surprise cream pie in the face. Royalty riding today is Miss Cassopolis, Stacy Hortzman, Mr. Cassopolis, Kwesi Hoffman. First runner-up, Miss Congeniality and Entrepreneur, Alexandra Anderson. Second runner-up, Kaylin Forrest Curtis, Little Miss Cassopolis, Madison Connor, and Little Mr. Cassopolis, Miss Mitchell Connor Jr.
Coming up next,
There you go.
Darth Vader and a stormtrooper keeping everybody in line, making sure the Force is with us. You know, if we'd have done this on May 4th,
Oh.
we
yeah,
were that
we
close.
were close.
May the 4th be with you. But nonetheless, Darth, I call him Darth, we're good personal friends. Darth and a stormtrooper here today.
Next, we have our honorary Grand Marshal, Jerry Catania. He holds an MA and BFA degree from Western Michigan University and Michigan State University. He has taught elementary through graduate level art education at numerous institutions, including Benton Harbor Public Schools, Lake Michigan College, and Michigan State University for over 45 years. His career has taken him from West Michigan to Cairo. He is the founder of the School of Art Institute of Chicago's Glass program at Oxbow in Sagatuck, Michigan, where he will be honored this summer for 30 years of teaching. Catania is best known locally as the founder of Water Street Glassworks, a nonprofit glass and metal school located in Benton Harbor's Arts District.
And also coming up, another car I wouldn't mind owning, a 1967 Shelby GT500 hardtop. Henry Braddock, the owner.
Next, we have State Representative Al Pasholka representing the 79th District, which includes parts of Berrien County, including the cities of Coloma, St. Joseph, Benton Harbor, Bridgman, and Watervliet, as well as the townships of Bainbridge, Benton, Coloma, Hager, Lake Charter, Lincoln, Royalton, St. Joseph, and Watervliet.
Hungry. I could go for some Big Boy.
Well, you're in luck.
Does that sound good?
Because coming up next.
Well, what do you know? Here's Big Boy, brought to us through the courtesy of the Big Boy Restaurant on Red Arrow Highway in Stevensville. Always a family favorite. So did you know the inspiration for Big Boy's name, as well as the model for its mascot, was Richard Woodruff of Glendale, California. When he was 6 years old, he walked into the diner then known as Bob's Pantry, just as Bob Wyan was attempting to name his new hamburger. Wyan said, "Well, hello, Big Boy," to Woodruff, and of course the name stuck. Warner Brothers animation artist Ben Washam then sketched Richard's caricature, which became the character seen on the company logo. The character would also eventually be featured in the Adventures of Big Boy comic book, produced as a promotional giveaway for children visiting the restaurant. So say hello to Big Boy.
Well, representing Blossomland Learning Center today is Mr. Blossomland, Tyler Schramm from Coloma. Tyler is a student at Blossomland Learning Center. He loves football, loves softball, competes in Special Olympics, and recently was a captain for Team Triumph in a 5K run. And riding with Tyler is Miss Blossomland, Laura Tedesco from St. Joe. She's a student at Blossomland St. Joseph Offsite. She loves to swim and competes in Special Olympics. Don't they look terrific today?
Beautiful, really pretty. So how'd you like a red hot delivery? In this case, a UPS flame truck. When it comes to getting packages there, they're going, few crews are more on point than the team at UPS. The company has used a fleet of proprietary delivery trucks since 1966, but someone's been turning some wrenches after hours. As it turns out, UPS has its own hot rod delivery special. Along with one Wicked Flame paint job and Wild Wheels, the Beast packs something truly different under its fiberglass hood. Instead of a tired old diesel mill, it has a 1997 Grumman-Olson Ford chassis V6 engine. The vehicle is used for special events only. Sorry, you're not going to see delivery packages at your house with this bad boy.
All right, don't go anywhere. We have much more coming to you right after this break from the 2016 Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade. Well, Lou Buchanan has been a longtime supporter and participant in the Blossomtime Festival Grand Floral Parade since 1976. Her drill team has made many appearances in both the Grand Floral Parade and the Youth Parade. For 33 years, Lou's drill team has provided an opportunity for young people to come together in a positive activity, a chance to learn arts and crafts, and to do things to help the seniors in the community. They're looking very sharp in their green and white uniforms today. Lou also served as an honorary Grand Marshal of the Grand Floral Parade in 2008 for her many years of service to the community.
And we are on the echoes from Eden Springs. Take me out to the ball game.
And, you know, it's a hard act to follow, but the next vehicle is owned by Lou Buchanan's son, Tim Buchanan. He is driving a 1970 Oldsmobile convertible, and it's an Olds 98 model sporting a white top and a very spring-like green-colored body. He literally is following in his mother's footsteps of community festival participation.
It's a great-looking car. This is a float from the community of South Haven. The theme is Come Vacation With Us. The float features iconic sights from the beachside getaway of South Haven. The float boasts a replica of the historic lighthouse, complete with a catwalk, beach balls, and sand pails, as well as blueberries that represent South Haven's ever-growing agriculture industry. Even the float walkers are dressed in the summer tourist resort spirit. The royalty includes Miss South Haven, Maddie Nelson, first runner-up John A. Gill, second runner-up Stephanie Postuma, Miss Congeniality Alyssa Rainey. We also have Mr. South Haven, first runner-up Jerome Mahone. Missing from the South Haven float is their 2016 Mr. South Haven, Armani May, because he is Mr. Blossomtime this year and riding on the Blossomtime royalty float.
And this is former Queen Miss Blossomtime 2015, Calabria Gondrazik. Calabria is attending Michigan State University playing basketball for the women's team. She is studying journalism and apparel textile design with hopes of becoming a TV personality and to have her own clothing line. Calabria played in 7 games before she had a concussion that hospitalized her for 3 days. As a result, she was redshirted this season. She will be back this year playing with the Lady Spartans, who lost in the Big Ten Championship and advanced to the second round of the NCAA tournament this season. She's taking on East Lansing with her 6-month-old puppy, Princess Fendi, by a storm. Go Green!
I recognize these guys. Honorary Grand Marshals, the 2015 Benton Harbor football team, district champs, and Tiger mascot. We are going to Disney World. Remember that one well. The 2015 Benton Harbor football team in its first winning season since 1989. The Tigers made the Michigan High School State playoffs for the first time in school history. Now, we know this story. At the age of 74, former Navy coach and St. Joseph High School football coach Elliot Uzelak decided to come out of retirement to take over at Benton Harbor. Of course, the program had won just 4 games over 8 years, hadn't won a game since 2012. Well, the Benton Harbor Tigers snapped a 20-game losing streak, defeating Battle Creek Central 14-9 at Benton Harbor High School. ESPN and Good Morning America visited Benton Harbor High School and its community this past fall. The community of Benton Harbor and their winning football team made the national news. Good Morning America, as well as provided a $10,000 scholarship through Retail Me Not for Benton Harbor High School student athlete, and a trip to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida for the entire football team and coaches. Many thanks to all who helped us attain these goals, for without you we would not have enjoyed this success. Helping out on the float today is the Benton Harbor mascot, Tiger. And of course, looking forward to football season next year. We all say, go Tigers.
And our float coming up is the community of Benton Harbor. Their theme, Motown's Ain't No Mountain High Enough. This looks like Hitsville, USA, the home of Motown in Detroit. Spinning hit records adorn this float with what looks like the Supremes singing some of Motown's greatest hits from the 1960s. The Motown sound reflects the charisma, talent, and staying power of the music and those who made it. All this is displayed and made to look like a 1960s Cadillac. Benton Harbor features their queen and her royalty, Miss Benton Harbor, Natalie Sherrod-Gleach. First runner-up, Falcon Cole. Second runner-up, Janiyah Burton. Finalist, Brandy Reed and Aronoya Palmer. And Miss Congeniality, Miss Entrepreneur, Madison Niskowski.
And we not only have a band, but we have the Benton Harbor High School Tiger Marching Band, no doubt one of the parade favorites. The electric marching band is a surefire way to get the crowd pumped and a great musical finale to a great parade. Marching 50 strong, they're dressed in orange and black uniforms with cape and sporting traditional tiger emblem on the back uniform. The flag corps of 5 to 8 students. Drum Major Jaslyn Hemsley, Annette Ward, and Rayshawn Wren. The band's repertoire includes Cold Hearted and Get Ready. Let's take a listen. You are watching the 2016 Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade. We'll be right back.
Well, it has been a great 2016 Blossomtime Grand Floral Parade.
Yeah, and just on cue, here comes more sunshine. It's been a great time. Folks are still kind of lingering around. I think there's just a lot of smiles, so many happy people out here, and what a great annual tradition.
Yeah, a lot of neat floats, a lot of great bands. You're taking a look at some of the highlights from this parade.
We had so many great marching bands, so many great floats. And of course, the squad cars as they come by, everyone loves to see them.
Yeah, and hear the sirens.
Yeah. And of course, who can forget the Indianapolis motorcycle
so
team?
Neat.
What a great tradition.
You know when they do the thing where they stand on the motorcycle? It's really cool.
Of course, love the tradition of St. Joe and Benton Harbor's bands kicking it off one year, one does, and then the next year the other does. And of course, this year it was St. Joe. Great to see the mayors out as well.
Yeah, all the politicians, the floats, of course, the theme this year, Blossomtime's greatest hits, music's greatest hits, and there were some great ones out here.
Sure
Those
were.
floats are so neat to see, the colors, how they move, just awesome.
Yeah, and the great thing about the floats too is it's not a professionally done thing. They
No.
look fantastic. Everyone gets together and
and those antique cars, who
Yeah.
could forget those? So many of them rolled through here.
yeah, some of those I wouldn't mind seeing in my driveway. Thank you very much. But yeah, it was great to see not only such dedication and passion to keep those cars up, but to share them with the community on a day like today.
Local politicians, of course, meeting with the crowd today, and the royalty. Who could forget those? All the kings and queens.
Usually it's just you. You're the only royalty.
I had to share it today. No. They look
glad you
beautiful.
didn't wear your tiara today.
Stop it. They look beautiful today, didn't they? With
They certainly did.
their gowns and who could forget the clowns? Of course,
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun. They really got the crowd riled up.
They certainly did. And that's what they do. They're great at it.
Yeah. Oh, there's your car.
There's the banana. Banana.
Mom's gonna drive that to work on Monday morning.
Yes, I will.
I hope.
Can't forget McGruff the crime dog. And what a ride he had.
Oh,
Speaking of
man.
rides.
Yeah.
And of course the safety pup.
So many great bands out there today.
I love the Irish bands, the Scottish bands with the bagpipes and the kilts, and it's
Just so much to see.
such tradition.
Yeah. You know, it was cold out here today. It was chilly.
It was a little chilly.
A lot chillier than expected. But you know what? It didn't stop anyone from coming out.
No.
It was crowded out here. A lot of smiles.
And we're seeing, in fact, members of the Blossomtime Royal Court right now taking some pictures, and they're having a great time. We had a great time.
Yes, we did.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us this afternoon.
We'll see you back here next year.
The 2016 Blossomtime Festival Grand Floral Parade, presented by Whirlpool and Lowe's. Sponsored on WSBT by Lakeland Healthcare, Gardner's Outdoor Power Equipment, Fagley Landscaping, Viking Grill, Forever Clean Soaps, Dowagiac Area Federal Credit Union, Imperial Furniture, Southwest Michigan College, Simonini Gourmet, Walcarusa Dime Store, Henry's Hamburgers, The Crockery, Smalls Garden Center, Judd Lumber, Jim D's Body Shop, and Shelton Farm Markets.